You're such an asshole.
Hey everybody, old Cappy again. Gonna bang out more videos. Hey Clary, first off, dude, thank you for your work here. The body of topics is impressive. While I don't agree with you on everything, I found a lot of your stuff to be helpful. I feel almost obligated to throw you some dough and thanks. You know what? We got a Patreon, patreon.com/AaronCleary. And I also have a PayPal account somewhere in there. But honestly, if you guys want, if you think I've done good work and you want to reward me, the best way is to do all your shopping through my Amazon affiliate program. You can go to olderbrother.com/donate. 3 links, Patreon, PayPal, and then there's the Amazon affiliate link. Just do all your Amazon shopping online through my Amazon affiliate program. And that would be more than enough, thanks. And it doesn't cost you anything more. You're going to spend that money anyway. I just get a commission if you go through it. So that's if you want to do it. But if you want to donate money, it's easier to do Patreon. Lord knows what. Do you want to come up now? Come on. But you're just going to sit there. We got a dog here that does it. That's how we go. All right. Anyway. So thank you. I appreciate that. Don't start snoring now. Are you going to sit down or what? I do have a question I'd like to catch your opinion on. When it comes to dating, I try to be pretty good to the girls I'm seeing. Raised by very liberal sort of hippie parents, which really fucked up my... Really? Really? God almighty, you're the noisiest dog. Fucked up my head when I came to girls for the longest. My dad is a bit of a wimp, and he's always supplicated my mom doing all the cooking and cleaning with very little thanks or appreciation. Yeah, do you want to become that? I'm weary of living a life like that, where women in my life are acting more like men and vice versa. Well, too bad you're in the generation where it's happening. I realize I need to get more experience dating to avoid that. I'm 23 now. I've dated maybe 15 girls over the course of 6 years. Pretty good. Mostly short-term stuff and hookups with girls who are not really that great. I've tried to raise my standards recently. I've always been sort of iffy on adopting this player mentality of dating multiple girls at once. I'd like to be fairly traditional in my dating approach, but it seems like I need to be trying to date a bunch of girls at once to find a decent one. It's difficult to be empathetic and nice to these girls because it seems a lot of them are traumatized or brainwashed away from realizing they have some sort of mental disorder. Or they just made it up in their heads because they really didn't have one. Because I'm empathetic, I literally feel the abuse some of these girls have been through. It really messes me up. Alright, let's stop here because there's 2 different items and you have half the email to go. Alright, first, it's nice. It's nice you'd like to date one girl at a time. It's very cute, it's very noble, it's very admirable. It is 100% completely impractical in today's day and age. It was 100% impractical in my day and age. It was impossible in the baby boomers' day and age. There are so few quality women in your generation, as there was mine, for marriage long-term material that you have to date multiple girls at the same time in order to find a good quality one. There's just that many frogs you gotta kiss. So whereas I understand, it's taxing, it's tiring, you can do things to lessen the load, like go on a date with a girl, and if don't go on another date with her because you hope to get laid. If you just don't like her, don't go out with her again. Cut your losses early. Cut your bait and run. But there's nothing wrong with you dating multiple women at the same time, especially in the early stages. But I would say it's almost necessary. You're going to have to. If you want to have this tradition, if you want to get married and hopefully have kids, you're going to have to date a lot. Now, maybe you get lucky and whoa, hey, okay, cool. All right, that happens occasionally. But statistically speaking, I wrote it in, I think it was Bachelor Pad Economics. Do you want to come up? Come on. Are you going to sit there and act like you want to come up? Come on. There you go. It's less than 1 in 100. Less than 1 in 100. It's that bad. So, that's nice you've dated 15. Which is more than the average millennial. You got a lot more. So, I don't know, go to ballroom dance class or something like that. Now, your second question is, you feel empathetic because of these girls' issues. No, that's your problem. I'd suggest you stop that immediately. That is your problem. Or it's not your problem, but now it is your problem that you feel empathetic. And now you're going to become Captain Save-A-Ho. You're going to feel bad because some dad or some mom or some girl came from some broken family and wasn't right and some injustice happened. Dude, you are going to commit suicide if you start worrying about all the bad things that have happened to everybody in the past. It's just not, you can't look at it. It's like looking in the abyss. You can't do it. So I didn't, and you're like, oh, everyone comes up to me like, hey, I'm doing this bad thing. Well, it's a great Bob Newhart skit. Stop it. Don't, and well, how do I? So you just stop it. You just stop it. You're a man, you control your emotions, and you stop caring about things that aren't your problem. I'm not saying don't feel bad for them, but I don't know why you gotta do the Vulcan mind melt and feel the pain that they're suffering. It really messes you up. Why is it messing you up? That's your, again, stop it. With a lot, it's from their parents, but from some, it's past boyfriends who've been assholes for whatever reason. You see, and that's the thing. They could be assholes, but you don't know that. You've only gone on a date once or twice with these girls. They could be lying. Or they could be raised in such pampered, swipple upbringings that a guy, I remember, I've told the story before. You guys remember the story when I went to get gas? I went to pay for gas. I went in, had a date with me, got gas, went in to pay for the gas, and came out. I didn't get myself any. I just went to pay for gas. And the girl went on a temper tantrum. Well, first she did the pouting thing. I'm not telling you. And then she went on a screaming temper tantrum on 394. Look it up. Because I didn't offer to get her a soda. So you got to understand, like, well, wait. How pampered of a spoiled brat upbringing did she come from to think, oh, I was treated like shit? Because that's more common than a guy, I think, actually being abusive and mean. They are out there, but you don't know that. Messing around with traumatized girls like this can get me to the point of wanting to cry. Stop it. That's too bad for you. That's really too bad for you. I don't deal with weakness. I don't. It also seems like pretty much every girl has this to some extent. Yeah, but again, is it because they were actually abused? Or do they come from such a pampered background they think they were abused? Or they're just lying and they want attention. That is way more common than you think. I get that being this empathetic and compassionate is sort of fucking me over. No, it is. It's not sort of, it is. But I don't really know how to turn it off or rationalize not trying to be nice towards these clearly hurt human beings. Well, I'm not saying you be mean either. I'm not saying you take advantage of them. And look, they're making, well, are women equal? I don't care, abused or not, mentally ill or not, or I got the ADA Asperger's. I don't care. Are they equal? Are they making the choice to go out with you? Are they making the choice to sleep with you? You've only dated 15. Shit. I've had months where I've dated more girls than that. These girls are willingly going out with you. Their past has nothing to do with you. As long as you are honest and forthright with them, you're doing your moral, your ethic, you're in the clear. They want to sleep with you, you sleep with them. And if you don't want to go out with them, you don't go out with them. You need to get really screwed over by a girl, and then you'll be like, hey, wait a minute. My question is this: has there ever been a time in your life when you've been too empathetic or nice to women? If so, how did you reason your way out? I know you generally extol the virtues of foregoing typical morality. I see your point completely, but do you think that my empathy might be a permanent hindrance to my success with women? I don't think it's a permanent hindrance. It's just causing you unnecessary pain. You're not even going to remember these girls' names. I bet you couldn't name the 15 girls you did. I bet you couldn't do that. So has there been a time in my life I've been too empathetic or too nice to women? Yes. Up until about the age of 20, I was too nice to women. In some instances up to the age of 23. But how did I reason my way out? I didn't reason. Girls just beat it out of me. Most girls I dated were crap. Most girls, I'll tell you right now, most of the girls out there you're going to date are crap. I'm surprised it hasn't beaten. I'm surprised you have empathy for him. Frankly, you must have dated some very nice 15 girls that you dated. But after you get stood up, after the drama and the antics, getting hit, and just mean behavior, just not fun behavior. You really, there was no empathy. I remember one time I ended a date early. I acted like I was sick because I was like, this is not worth my time. I'm kind of surprised that you have empathy and a soul anymore. Like, it hasn't been beaten out of you yet. But, this was 20 years ago. I was on the field. So I didn't reason my way out of it. It was kind of like, it got so bad. and it's not so bad. It is what it is. I remember dating one gal, and everyone thought she was the greatest thing ever. I'm like, no, give it time. They're like, Claire, you're really. I remember one guy, a friend of mine, good friend, and he cared. He cared. He said, Claire, good things happen to good people. It's not always bad. Well, then the gal ended up going and banging her ex-boyfriend. I just looked at my well, okay. By that time, it didn't really matter. I mean, I had lost all empathy at all. I had no expectations. Yeah, that's how I got out of it. I feel like, okay, now we're going back to talking about your hindrance and your empathy. I feel like it's a character trait I can't easily toss off. If I can, I'm not sure how. I don't care how you do it, dude. I don't care. You sound like you're holding on to it like some kind of badge of honor. Well, I used to cope with this by mostly avoiding women and using porn a lot. Okay, well, there's a problem. But it seems like that's really a road to nowhere that I don't want to go down. Yeah, you don't want to go down there. You want to hit the gym. I like to be in a relationship. A part of me would like to be dating multiple women at once, but another part of me just can't justify that sort of thing. Well, can we find this pussy part of you and beat the shit out of it? Knock it off. Just knock it off. Oh, I'm just going to hurt you. Are you like white knighting? Is that what it is? It's starting to smell like that. You have no value offering empathy to these women. You know that, right? There's nothing virtuous or moral about you. You're not the better guy. You're the more naive guy. You're the guy that's getting hurt, but you're not the better guy. You're just the more naive one. If you want to date multiple women, do it. Now's the time to do it. I would almost rather be less successful with women for the sake of not potentially hurting them. I'm not sure how much I should worry about not hurting girls' feelings. I'm also not sure how I can deal with these girls' trauma. I'm almost like reliving their tragedies whenever I mess around with them. It's on you. I think you need to date a lot more girls and then get stood up a couple times and have them treat you like shit. I think we need to break your good luck streak with these quality women where you actually care. Haven't any of these girls stood you up? Haven't you had to deal with drama and antics where they act like they use you as like their free therapist and the shoulder to cry on, and you don't get anything in exchange? I can see why that might sound like something a total pussy would say. I'm sure you'll chew me out for it. I already have. I do think I have a bit of a point here as well. Yeah, I mean, you don't want bad things to happen to people. That's perfectly fine. What I'm saying is you don't have the time to afford such noble, lofty heights. And as you get to know more and more of these people, you're going to find out most people don't deserve this. And the only person you're hurting is yourself. We probably ought to be compassionate to people in our life. Yes, you're living in ought world, shoulda land. That doesn't happen here. Poverty should be away. Children should be rich. We should all have money, and girls should have huge titties. Doesn't happen that way. Especially those we are intimate with. I'm interested in hearing your response. Hope I've made myself clear and at least slightly concise. No, you're very concise. No, I know exactly what you're saying. Thanks again for all you've done. I'd like a video response to your convenience. Let me know. Ba-da-ba, best. Alright, I'm not going to mention your name. Yeah, dude, you got to get over this shit, okay? And you got to stop thinking you have some kind of value in doing this. That's what I think is truthfully at it. You need to hit the gym. You sound like you don't work out. Now, you're successful. You're getting a fair amount of dates. But this... You can tell you were raised by liberals. Like, you have this obligation to take care of other people's problems. The only difference between your parents and you trying to help out these girls is at least you're not asking for other people's money to do it so you can feel good for yourself. So I appreciate that. But this is not your problem. And you are in for a world of hurt. Way more crippling hurt if you think you owe it to society to take care of their problems. Right? I mean, look at your old man. Look where he ended up. Look at your mom. Look at where trying to help out other people's problems with other people's money, and thankfully you're not doing that with these girls. Look where it got them. And I don't think these... Have you helped out these girls? Have you made any tangible progress? A lot of them are unsavable. They're unsalvageable. They're gone forever. They've come from horrendously abusive backgrounds, parents or boyfriends. and they're not coming back. Or they're so spoiled rotten, and they only have 2 to 3 years left until their brain is fully developed at the age of 25, that hardwiring is there to stay, and they will never recover. Never. So you either live with the fact that bad things happen to good people, or at least innocent people, and that's the way it goes, and get on with your own life, or you go and try to be Captain Save-A-Ho. And I suggest you look into Captain Save-A-Ho and see where those guys end up. Alright, that's it. You guys got questions, Cappy's got answers, assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you all later. Toodles.